For centuries, power meant one thing: force, the ability to impose one's will through sheer strength and military prowess. Big armies, powerful weapons, and the will to use them. These were the hallmarks of a dominant nation. Countries showed their strength through military might, parading their forces to intimidate rivals. They built empires by conquering land, expanding their territories through relentless campaigns. Think of the Roman Empire, their legions marching across Europe, subjugating nations, or the Mongols sweeping across Asia on horseback, their speed and ferocity unmatched. Power was about physical dominance, the ability to crush opponents in battle. It was about controlling territory and resources, ensuring the wealth and security of the state. This way of thinking shaped the world we know, influencing borders and cultures. It led to countless wars and conflicts as nations vied for supremacy. Nations constantly competed for dominance, each seeking to outdo the other. They poured resources into their militaries, believing that strength was the ultimate measure of power. The bigger the army, the more powerful the nation. This was the prevailing wisdom. This was the rule for generations, a simple yet profound equation. It was a simple equation: strength equals power. And for many, it was the only equation that mattered. Today, the rules are changing. The battlefield is no longer confined to physical spaces alone. The nature of power is shifting. Traditional military might is being complemented by new forms of influence. While armies and weapons still matter, they are not the only game in town. The tools of war have diversified. The 21st century has ushered in a new era of conflict, the digital age. Information and technology are now critical. Now, battles are fought online as well as on land, at sea, and in the air. The digital realm is a new frontier. Cyber warfare is a new kind of battleground. It involves complex strategies and unseen enemies. Countries can now attack each other's infrastructure. This includes critical systems that societies depend on. They target computer systems, power grids, and communication networks. These attacks can be devastating. This can be just as damaging as a physical attack. The consequences can be far-reaching and severe. It can cripple a nation without firing a single shot. The impact on daily life can be profound. Alongside cyber warfare, economic power is also gaining importance. Financial influence is a key factor in global dominance. Control over global finance and trade is a new weapon. Nations leverage economic strategies to assert their power. One technology at the forefront of this shift is Bitcoin. It is a digital currency, but it is much more than that. Bitcoin represents a new way of thinking about power. It is decentralized, meaning no single entity controls it. This makes it resistant to censorship and control. Bitcoin relies on a technology called proof of work. This means that computers solve complex math problems to secure the network. The more computing power you have, the more influence you have. In a way, this is a new kind of military strength. But instead of tanks and planes, it uses computer processing power. This is a radical departure from traditional forms of power. Section 4. Armies of bits versus armies of boots. Compare this to traditional military assets. A fighter jet, for example, is expensive to build and maintain. It requires specialized personnel and infrastructure. It can be destroyed or captured. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is just information. It is spread across a global network of computers. This makes it very difficult to attack or control. You cannot bomb a Bitcoin network or occupy it with soldiers. This makes it a powerful tool for those who want to challenge the existing power structure. It allows individuals and groups to operate outside the traditional systems of control. Section 5. A world reshaped: power to the people. The implications of this shift are profound and far-reaching. For centuries, power has been concentrated in the hands of a few, often leading to imbalances in societal inequities. Governments, institutions, and large corporations have held the reins, shaping the world according to their interests. But digital technologies like Bitcoin are starting to change that, offering new avenues for individual empowerment. They are giving individuals more power than ever before, enabling them to participate in the global economy in unprecedented ways. This is not to say that Bitcoin will magically solve all our problems, as it comes with its own set of challenges and uncertainties. It is still early days, and the full impact of these technologies is yet to be seen, but it represents a fundamental shift in how we think about power, challenging traditional hierarchies and norms. It shows that the old rules are no longer set in stone, and new paradigms are emerging. In the digital age, power is becoming more decentralized and distributed, breaking down traditional barriers. This has the potential to reshape the world as we know it, creating new opportunities and challenges. It could lead to a more equitable and just society, where power is more evenly distributed. Or it could lead to new forms of conflict and inequality, as different groups vie for control in this new landscape. Only time will tell what the future holds as we navigate these uncharted waters. But one thing is for sure, the digital revolution is changing the nature of power, and its impact will be felt for generations to come, and it is only just beginning, heralding a new era of possibilities and challenges.